Hello tout le monde, c'est Mio, j'espère que vous allez bien. On se retrouve pour l'épisode 32 et dans le dernier épisode, il s'est passé trop de trucs. Déjà dans un premier temps, on se trouvait sur le bateau d'Almedrea. Donc on était en train de fouiller un peu partout, tous les étages pour essayer de la trouver. C'est chose faite. On l'a trouvée sur le pont avec un énorme dragon qu'on a dû botter, clairement. Sauf que il y a quelqu'un qui s'est pointé. Donc elle, on l'a dézinguée. Sauf que du coup, Rinwell a décidé de la laisser en vie pour qu'elle puisse répondre de ses actes et qu'elle vive avec ses crimes, clairement. Mais il y a eu une apparition soudaine. Je me rappelle plus de son nom. C'est l'autre avec ses plumes là. Je sais plus comment il s'appelle. Mais du coup, il est apparu. Il s'est passé une interaction entre lui et Alphen qui a brisé la dernière partie du masque de fer d'Alphen. On a eu quelques bribes de souvenirs, dont certains avec Shion. Je crois que c'était Shion. En fait, j'ai pas trop compris, c'est passé tellement vite. En gros, je sais pas comment il s'appelle, il a voulu emmener Shion. Donc Shion s'est retournée, elle a dit Alphen, elle lui a tendu la main, lui pareil. Et quand ils se sont touchés, les épines de Shion ont électrocuté Alphen, qui du coup s'est effondré, et Shion, ça l'a brisé. Donc elle s'est laissée emporter par le tétard. Voilà. Donc on a perdu Shion, il faut qu'on la retrouve. Et on se retrouve dans le passé, dans les souvenirs d'Alphen. Et voilà, il n'a plus de masque. Et on va essayer d'en apprendre plus sur lui. Voilà où on en est. Je suis complètement perdue et je peux rien faire. Donc voilà, on va continuer. Donc là, c'était quoi? Fin du chargement d'énergie astrale imminente, production stable en attente. Ok, donc il n'y avait rien d'autre dans la pièce. Et let's go. Allons découvrir tout ça. Et puis sinon, j'espère que tout le monde va bien, les amis. Tiens, t'es qui toi? La dame a pour rôle de n'importe quoi. La dame a pour rôle de maintenir la situation sous contrôle. Toi, ton objectif est de rester concentré du début à la fin de la cérémonie. Si tu veux rentrer chez toi, tu as tout intérêt à ce que la cérémonie se déroule bien, numéro 1273. Et toi, tu vas parler mieux que ça, je vais mettre une baguette. Toi là, c'est quoi derrière toi? Il faut toujours leur dire où ils doivent aller, à ces Daniens. Franchement, faut être vraiment stupide pour se perdre dans un si petit endroit. T'as une mission à accomplir, alors accomplis-la. Retourne à ton poste. Ok. Honnêtement, je commençais vraiment à m'inquiéter. Si tu n'avais pas montré de telles aptitudes, je ne sais pas ce que nous aurions fait. Après tout, c'est la première fois que nous parvenons à réunir un souverain et une dame pour la cérémonie. Mais tes progrès constants jusqu'à aujourd'hui ont considérablement apaisé mes craintes. Qu'est-ce que c'est que leur délire? Un souverain, une dame... Je dois aller par où? Par là-bas. C'est lui le sujet, madame? Waouh, il nous ressemble vachement. Physiquement, oui, peut-être. En revanche, il reste un sauvage, tout comme ses pères. Tu n'as pas oublié les consignes, j'espère. Non, madame, il est interdit de toucher le sujet, c'est ça? Donc, on est un sujet d'expérience, super. Allez, tais-toi. Là, on n'a pas le droit. Sujet numéro 1273. Tu n'es pas autorisé à entrer dans cette pièce. Retourne à ton poste et attends que le début de la cérémonie. Mais wesh, il y a des gens là. Qu'est-ce qu'ils leur font? C'est des Daniens? Ouais, accélère parce qu'il se colle tout, mais...
Papa ne rentre plus à la maison le soir, alors j'ai décidé de venir voir ce qu'il fait. Mais ils ne veulent pas me laisser aller plus loin. C'est pas juste. J'espère qu'il va vite terminer son travail, que je puisse le revoir.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils font?
D'après les statistiques, le sexe biologique du sujet n'a aucun impact sur le taux de réussite ou d'échec de l'opération.
Qu'est-ce que...
Je ne sais pas qui a décrété que nous devions tous commencer à t'appeler souverain. Tu n'es encore qu'un sujet test pour l'instant. Ta seule valeur réside dans les aptitudes physiques dont tu fais preuve pour accomplir cette tâche. On se fiche de tes états d'âme. Nous avons essuyé beaucoup d'échecs. N'oublie pas, numéro 1273, tu es notre seule chance de réussite. Nous avons fait tant d'efforts, ne laisse pas tout partir en fumée.
Ouais.
Le module de récolte que nous avons déployé sur Dana fonctionne parfaitement. Il recueille l'énergie astrale et la chemine vers l'Enégis. J'ai passé de longues journées à surveiller que tout se passe comme prévu, mais tout sera bientôt fini et je pourrai rentrer auprès de ma fille. Ah, c'est lui le papa de la petite là-bas. Un sujet danien pour occuper les fonctions de notre souverain. Tu es prié de ne pas t'effondrer comme l'ont fait tous tes prédécesseurs. C'est compris? Toi, tu parles mieux. Oh, tiens. Numéro 1273. Ou devrais-je dire, souverain. Tu n'imagines pas le temps que nous avons passé à te créer et tout ce que nous avons mis en œuvre pour faire de toi une réussite. Il est hors de question de te perdre à cause d'une simple blessure. Blessure?
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
T'étais pas là toi l'autre jour? Oh, c'est elle qui ressemble à Chienne. C'est le moment, Alphen. L'heure est enfin venue. Oui, nous devons aller mettre nos tenues. Nous nous retrouvons devant le dispositif... Oh, putain, j'arrive pas à lire. Le dispositif de passation. Quand ce sera terminé, tu pourras enfin rentrer chez toi. C'est ce que j'espère. Quel dommage que tu te sois retrouvé mêlé à toute cette histoire. Ce n'est pas ta faute, tu sais. Faisons ce pourquoi nous sommes là et finissons-en une bonne fois pour toutes. Tu as raison. Mais allez, c'est Chionne ou sa sœur jumelle, je sais pas.
I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Non, qu'est-ce que c'est là? What?
Live for me.
No. Naori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
Tu vas te cramer, hein. Oh. Quoi? Oh, il a perdu l'épée ardente. Bah ouais, logique, c'était Shion.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
Pouah, les histoires. Purée. Votre goût. Non, c'est vrai. Noyau primordial R. Ok, bon, j'ai quand même ça. Wow, wow, wow. Pas tout le temps, les gars. Ouais, c'était très intéressant, en fait. Ok, donc... Ok, il y a déjà quelqu'un là. Ah, purée. Par contre, c'est ultra beau. On peut rester ici, sinon, c'est cool. Moi, ça me va. Non. Purée. Bon, je vais quand même sauvegarder parce que mine de rien, on a bien avancé. Enfin, depuis ma dernière sauvegarde. Oh non! J'ai pas l'habitude, sans son masque, c'est pas pareil. Ça fait bizarre. Ouais. Oh, trop beau. Cool. Mais c'est trop beau ici.
Naori. Shion.
C'est quoi ce bruit? Wow. Eh, je suis tout seul, les gars, ça se fait pas. Oh merde. Ils sont niveau 31, je vais pas se dead.
Dragon Swarm! Be still! Rising!
Aïe, je voulais pas faire ça en fait.
Hits on! Pierce! Eat dirt!
Ah ouais, c'est tout.
Sword Rain Alpha! Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
Aïe, 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 aïe.
Rising Falcon! Double Demon Fang! Lewis!
Nouvelle.
Rising Falcon! Pierce!
Wow, wow, wow. Attends. Je me brûle là, c'est pas drôle.
This should do it! Rising Falcon! Double Demon Fang! Rising Falcon! I'm not done! Double Demon Fang! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! Rising Falcon! Strike! Dazzle! Rising!
Aïe!
Rising! Rising Falcon! No escape! Try harder!
Allez, l'épée, mon gars.
Sword Rain out! Rising Falcon! Crush!
Ah, c'est pas vrai, je vais jamais y arriver là.
This should do it! Rising Falcon!
Aïe. Heureusement que ça s'est déclenché.
Rising Falcon! Be still! Mirage! I'm not done! Double Demon Fang! Rising Falcon!
Comment je galère en vrai.
Eternal Devastation! Rising Falcon! Double Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation! I'm not done! Rising, this one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! Take this! Take this! Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm! Try harder!
L'épée, haha.
Rising
c'est mort.
Falcon!
Bon. Ok. Voilà.
Ah!
Bah ouais. Ça fait mal, hein. Voilà ce que les autres ils supportent. Oh, Rinwell. Doit aller.
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Bolron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Ah ouais.
Luck?
If Bolron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little
Un peu.
off.
Un peu.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Ok, cool. Angeresse à la retraite Rinwell, cool. Yes. Tiens, allez hop, c'est parti. Pouah. Ah ça c'est cool ça, mais ça va mettre grave longtemps, mais c'est cool. Tant qu'à faire. Et toi, pas encore. Oh, chaos repoussé. Permet de résister une fois à une attaque mortelle. Vas-y, ça a l'air trop bien.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
Oh, déjà il y a ça. Bon, et du coup... Je suis où? C'est par où? Je suis là, c'est par là. Mais c'est trop mignon ce coin là. là-bas, je le vois. Il est là le petit. On va voir tout ça.
Gotta break through! Rising penumbra!
Tempest Swirl!
Be still! Strike! Catapult!
Dance in
Rising
the
falcon!
wind! If it hides, dispatch it out again!
Hitting pile driver!
Raging
Rising
Storm!
falcon!
Heal! Don't suffer in silence!
Tempest Swirl! Swirl of Flight!
Tempest!
Rising falcon! You're mine!
Here comes! Dance in the wind!
Double demon fang!
In here!
Strike! Eternal
More for the
devastation!
stockpile!
This one's all
The
mine!
enemy wields art
Eat
too.
dirt!
We'll soon see about that!
Sword Rain Alpha! Double demon fang!
Now!
Double me!
Allez,
In an instant! Impact claw!
yes.
Penumbra!
Raging Cascade! Sleep now!
Rising
You
falcon!
require a hand.
More for the stockpile!
No further!
Aïe.
Here I come!
Here goes! Confiscated!
Ah, c'est
It's
bon.
over!
Illuminate the dark!
Benediction light.
Come forth!
Pierce!
Holy glimpse! Holy
Heal!
land!
Thanks! Double demon fang!
Our arts are being interrupted. Seismic rupture!
Rising falcon!
Crescent slash!
Tempest
Stun! Double me! In an instant! Impact claw!
Yes. Whew.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Là, on a été... Là-bas, il y a quoi? Ah, rien. Ok, on peut y aller. Si j'ai tout cru, il y a le petit là. On peut l'avoir. Moi, je suis pour l'avoir. lui. Ouais, mais comment jeter? Comment je fais? Un passage, non?
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions.
Pourquoi il parle pas?
Say, Elfin, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
Mhm.
I wonder if Alfin's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Mais pourquoi je peux pas l'atteindre? Est-ce que je peux passer par là? Ah, quand même. C'est quoi cette blague?
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Tislim. Il y a encore un pote à lui? Ok.
Alfin! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
Ah, quand même.
I got my memory back.
Fermez la bouche, vous allez choper les mouches. Alors, moi je veux savoir. Raconte. C'est très intéressant.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
Ouais, s'il te plaît. On voit même pas sa chaise.
I was abducted from Dana.
Ouais, c'est un tabouret.
I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegus. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember?
Ouais, je me
Even at
rappelle.
full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone?
Oui, chef. Kisara, je la kiffe trop.
Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Ok.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Le bordel. On va fouiller un peu les environs. Ok. Ah bah je suis tout seul, ok.
Let's go, on va voir. On va les retrouver. Oh, des vaches. J'ai survécu à beaucoup de morts avant d'en arriver là où je suis aujourd'hui, que ce soit en tant qu'esclave ou d'immigré. Oui. Immigré ici. Tout ce à quoi j'aspire dorénavant, c'est à vivre le reste de mes jours dans le calme et la paix. Alors je vous en prie, ne faites pas de vagues. Un petit coffre derrière. Où est-ce qu'on est? Qu'est-ce que c'est que tous ces arbres? Je n'avais jamais vu des comme ça. Est-ce qu'on reverra le Maxa un jour? Oh, c'était quoi cette simulation là? Attends, c'est grand ici? Ok. Il y a 3 points ici, un point là-bas. C'est tous mes potes. J'irai tout derrière en dernier. Je vais déjà fouiller tout ce coin-là et j'irai voir celui-ci en dernier. Ok. On va commencer par là. Ah, toi, c'est celle de tout à l'heure. Il y a des aigles partout sur cette côte. Je ne vais pas vous dire de ne pas y aller, mais n'en ramenez surtout pas au village.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, But that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Ouais. J'aimerais bien savoir. Je pense que le moment est tout indiqué pour réfléchir à certaines choses. C'est trop stylé, Kisara. Après ce gros naufrage, franchement, je suis étonnée d'être encore en vie. Y'a quoi dans les... Y'a quoi Ouais, du Pascal. C'est tout. Allez, il doit y avoir autre chose quand même. Non. Même pas. On le ramasse. Papy, tu racontes quoi? Il a dû y avoir un gros naufrage. Ces derniers temps, la marée charrie toutes sortes de choses sur la plage. Et des gens aussi.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Yes. Nous devrions nous concentrer sur ce qui doit être fait. J'ai cherché partout, mais impossible de retrouver ma avare. Oh non, c'était notre capitaine, le pauvre. Bon sang de bois. Fallait vraiment que ce soit le seul d'entre nous à couler avec le bateau. Et voilà.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are, in one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Let's go. Tu peux me croire, c'est très dur à supporter la solitude. Vous êtes des réfugiés de Pélégion? Si c'est le cas, j'ai quelque chose d'extrêmement important à vous dire. Personne ne connaît l'existence de notre village. Pour notre sécurité à tous, ne faites rien qui pourrait attirer l'attention des Réniens, d'accord? Bien, je vois rien d'avarié ou de toxique. Il faut absolument examiner de près tout ce qu'on mange ici. On n'a ni docteur ni médicaments, alors le moindre faux pas pourrait nous être fatal. Ouais, c'est chaud. Je n'avais jamais rencontré de Danien qui ne se soit pas échappé de Pélégion avant d'arriver là. Vous n'allez quand même pas nous dénoncer aux Réniens, c'est juste pour être sûr. Ne vous servez pas sans demander. Nos cultures sont une ressource vitale et on doit se les partager entre nous tous. Cette culture a l'air de parfaitement se développer. Quand elle sera arrivée à maturité, on va se régaler. Il y a quoi ici? Ça m'intéresse. Ce village a été fondé par des survivants qui ont fui le régime en place à Pélégion. Ils se sont enfuis parce qu'ils souhaitaient une vie meilleure, loin de la répression exercée par les Réniens, et ils ont atterri là. Mais ça fait quelques années maintenant que plus aucun déserteur ne nous a rejoints. Je ne sais même plus depuis quand exactement. Qu'est-ce qui a bien pu se passer pour que le flot s'interrompe comme ça d'un coup?
Vous êtes des étrangers? Je n'ai jamais rencontré de gens d'autres royaumes. Notre grand-père nous a dit de jamais parler aux gens comme vous, parce que vous êtes tous méchants et terrifiants. Si cet endroit est parfait pour se cacher, c'est surtout parce qu'il est entouré de montagnes. Elles font écran. Ok, bon, il n'y a rien d'intéressant, salut. Oh, des poules. Allez, donne-moi un ou 2 œufs, s'il te plaît. J'aimerais manger autre chose que du poisson pour une fois dans ma vie. Je pourrais pas habiter là, j'ai pas besoin. On survit principalement grâce à la pêche et aux quelques champs qu'on cultive dans le village. Parfois, on part chasser ou cueillir des fruits en forêt aussi. Mais c'est risqué, alors on évite de le faire trop souvent. Quand on s'échappe de Pélégion, il faut traverser un marécage, des cascades et la forêt avant d'arriver ici. Après, il y a l'océan, c'est tout. Il n'y a plus nulle part où aller. Alors si les Rhéniens nous trouvent, nous aurons du sérieux problème. Quand vous aurez traversé les bois de la cascade éclatante et passé les cascades d'Auréum, vous apercevrez Pélégion au loin. Mais je vous préviens, rien que de penser à ce château, ça me donne la chair de poule. Ce n'est pas un lieu où je conseille d'aller. Ah ouais. Il y a quoi ici? Il n'y a rien. Ah. Il y a là-haut. Et là, je peux tomber. Wouh! C'est une blague. Bah vas-y, on va parler à l'eau.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Il est trop mignon.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Je crois en toi, Alphen. Ok, on va pas aller par là. On va retourner à l'auberge. Bon, eh ben, on en aura appris pas mal. Let's go. Attends. Non, je suis coincée dans les gens là. C'est pas grave.
There you are!
What is it?
Zoogles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alvin, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Des membres, d'accord. Combattant exceptionnellement. N'importe quoi. Ok, cool. Cool. J'en suis où déjà? Ah ouais, non. Oh, mais elle peut faire ça. Allez.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast,
Ils sont là-haut.
they're going to get into the village.
Oui,
Right.
désingués.
We need to hurry.
Cassez-vous. Cassez-vous les gens. Qu'est-ce que tu restes là, toi? Casse-toi. Cassez-vous. Ah ouais, ils sont énervés, eux.
Remember, if the paint's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come.
Ouais, let's go.
We can't let
Ah,
even
la
a
musique.
single one through.
There's a firm no-Google policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
You picked the wrong fight.
are those even natural?
This one's mine.
Be still. I'm not done.
In here!
Focus.
Now!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Leave the
Illuminate the
ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and following to me. Armor won't save you.
Too much to handle?
Rising Falcon. Another one.
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Shell!
Sleep now,
Megasonic Thrust.
I'll be saving this
Eternal
one.
Devastation.
Now!
Allez, c'est parti.
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Light Astral Energy!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Take this!
Now!
Ringworm!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Et voilà. C'est comme ça qu'on fait. Rien de tel qu'un petit combat pour se remettre les idées en place.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh,
Et le
is
voilà
that a
de
hint of
retour.
fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
La musique, elle est trop belle.
Of course. First we rescue Xion. Then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Ton épée, elle vole.
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Yes. Mais d'abord...
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Mais avant tout ça, les amis, on va s'arrêter là pour cet épisode. On a vraiment bien avancé. On a retrouvé notre Alphen. Et on va aller se battre pour récupérer Xion. C'était un super épisode, j'ai vraiment beaucoup apprécié encore une fois les liens qui se resserrent entre les personnages, la force qu'ils ont grâce à ça. Et j'ai hâte d'avancer. Donc on va s'arrêter aujourd'hui sur ça. J'espère que vous avez apprécié cet épisode en ma compagnie. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à me laisser un petit pouce, un petit commentaire et surtout à vous abonner. Et puis moi je vous dis à très bientôt les amis, prenez soin de vous, bye!